What's going on, guys? I know you don't normally see me in this setting as I'm in the pool at the moment, but I decided I just saw the news and I figured I'd give you guys a quick update in case no one else has already. But Tesla just announced a 3-for-1 stock split. Now, this means that it's not necessarily split already, but they're going to ask the shareholders at the annual meeting on August 4th, to which if they do agree and authorize the amount of shares, 3-for-1, that it will be, the stock will actually split at the end of August. And this is eerily similar to what happened back in 2020, around August 13th, when Tesla also announced a 5-for-1 split, asking the shareholders to split their stock. Subsequently, in those 20 days leading up to the split, up to about August 31st, the stock rose about 81%, and completely beat out all the index in that indexes at that time. Now, I'm not saying that this will necessarily happen at this time, because the macroeconomics we're in a totally different world right now, where we have convictionless rallies based on, interest rate hikes, inflation fears, and recession fears as well. It's stuff that we didn't necessarily have in 2020, even though we just came off a pandemic. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a pop on Monday and maybe a slow trickle down, but we'll see what happens. But I think it's also funny, I saw pointed out on Twitter, someone said, oh, Elon called the bottom. If you look at Tesla's share price today, they closed at $696.69, and it's also a day after June 9th, or 6-9, right? And we know he loves those numbers. So if you're not sure what a split actually is, I don't know why you're here, but to just give you a quick, rundown on it, pretty much doesn't change any fundamentals with the company, doesn't change the market value of the company. It pretty much is just cutting those share price, and in this case, in 1/3, and then giving you 3x the amount of shares. So if you have 1 share, now you're going to have 3 at the end of the split. So it doesn't change the actual value of your shares, just the amount of shares that you have. The only thing this does change, though, is it just shows that the management is confident in the future of Tesla. And we have seen that companies that split their stock typically do better over companies that don't, over the longer period of time. I think it's about 18% over the year that they split their stock versus companies that don't. So that's always good to see. So I guess that's always good to see that the company is completely confident in the future, especially despite all of the headwinds right now, especially with Shanghai. Shanghai being locked down for a good amount of time, but they're starting to ramp up production again up to, pre-lockdown levels. So always a good thing to see when companies split their stock. We saw Amazon, we saw Google do 20-for-1, even though people were thinking that there was going to be a higher stock split. People were expecting 5-for-1, 10-for-1, 20-for-1. We got 3-for-1. But this is just the beginning of Tesla's future. We know this, but that's all I really wanted to say. Any comments, leave it down below, and also let me know if the share price does split by 3. Let me know how many shares that you guys would have in the comments below if you want to share that. But thank you so much for watching this raw video, and I'll see you in the next one. But have a great day.